I want to give a huge shout out and a thank you to my sponsor, P2 Collectibles, located at 204 East McGalley Road in Muncie and on eBay as well. So next time you're here in Muncie, let us know. Come give us a visit.
Hey, what is y'all? This is Alex from Plus 3 TCG, and I'm coming at y'all with a series of DDD combos. We did something like this last year where we didn't have the big High King Ghengis, but now that we do, I am going to be doing a series of combos right now. So without further ado, we're just hopping right into it. No further discussion. First off, we're going to start with a 2-card combo where it's going to get you into a Link Karibo and a Trishula. And the Trishula is optional to play. This is like making your, it's just making a bad hand playable, but there is a little bit of wiggle room in the extra deck, and you can fit Trishula in there if you would like. So without further ado, like I said, hop right in. So we're going to normal summon Kepler, add the gate, activate the gate to add Lamia. So you have Swirl Slime and Lamia in hand. You can not yet use them. You're going to put Kepler, link summon for Link Karibo, then you're going to use these. Summon Ghengis, effect of Lamia Engrave. Take this, special, effect of Swirl Slime, special, and then 1, 2, 3, 6 is 9. And that is your Trishula play. Gives your opponent one less card to deal with, and they have to get over a Link Karibo and a Trishula, and hopefully you have the potential for a next turn. You don't have exactly a turn because your Lamia is banished. All you have is a Swirl Slime Engrave, so you kind of have to hope you draw into a DDD card. Another 3-card combo here. This is involving Thomas, and it gets you a board, but once again, not as ideal. So we're going to go ahead and activate Gate with this combo to add Swirl Slime to get our combo started. Going to use these two. Now Thomas could be, Thomas could also be Ragnarok. We're just trying to show that the level 8 allows you to do some different combos. Or like opening level 8 allows you to do different combos. Anyways, so we're using Swirl Slime and Thomas to go into Ghengis. And we're going to use Swirl Slime, Grave Effect, Special Summon, Chain Link 1, Chain Link 2, Ghengis target Thomas. Put it over here, and then Thomas will send Necro Slime. We're going to take these two, link them away into a Wee Witch's Apprentice, and then use Necro Slime and this, banish, summon Ghengis, and then overlay for a Titanic Galaxy, or you can just go ahead and summon Kali Yuga. You can also play the Monster Negate, rank 8. It's pretty much just up to you and what your locals, or if you're trying to take this to a regional, whatever the meta call you make. Just make a rank 8, and this isn't a plus. This is dead even. It does give you a next turn though. If you negate something, like if you negate, you might want to put Thomas Engrave so that if Wee Witch's Apprentice gets destroyed, you can just add Thomas back for your next turn, even though you're not really going to have much of a next turn. Just whatever you draw with Gate, whatever you drew in your opening hand. Another 3-card combo, starting off with Kepler, Gate, and Swirl Slime. We're going to go ahead and activate Gate, get our Lamia into our hand, normal summon Kepler. We're going to be utilizing Swamp King this time. Then we are going to immediately fusion these two for a Ghengis. Take these away. Summon out Archfiend, Master King Archfiend. Then we are going to use Swamp King. Swamp King is going to banish Swirl Slime and Ghengis to summon out a Dark. From here, we are going to use our Lamia. Take the Swamp King, put it over here. Utilizing these 2 cards, then we're going to summon a Summon Sorceress. Effect to target the Lamia to summon a DD Vice Typhoon. Then we are going to go into an Omega. Now we have Vice Typhoon and Dark in the grave. We get to activate Vice Typhoon's effect, banishing itself and the Dark to summon a High King Ghengis. Now this is only a +1 that doesn't get you any negates at all. It does give you a next turn. You don't have to go into Omega. You can go into a negate where you can just summon a Siegfried if you like. It gives you 2 spell and trap negates on your turn, but only one spell and trap negate on their turn. And Omega is just essentially an interruption, but you do have a next turn with Gate. So I think Omega might be the smarter choice because you can put either your Swirl Slime, your Lamia, or even your Vice Typhoon back into the grave, and then you can use Dark Contract with the Gate to search out the other combo piece that you would need. So sometimes we open up weird where we're able to combo off, but it doesn't really end us in anything that cool, but we still need to know what to do most optimally with these weird hands. So with Ragnarok, Kepler, and Thomas, you can do this. You can normal summon the Kepler, add the Gate, add the Swirl Slime, Link into a Link Karibo, activate Swirl Slime with Thomas, summon. Well, before you do all that, you're going to put Ragnarok in your scale. Then you are going to use these for Ghengis, effect of Ragnarok, target Thomas in grave, take the 1,000, effect of Ghengis, target Swirl Slime, link these two away for a Weed Witch's Apprentice, Thomas effect, kill the Ragnarok, summon the other Ragnarok from deck, and then just overlay for either Galaxy, or if you're more worried, since you're not really going to have like a crazy next turn, or like crazy turn, you can make sure that your opponent doesn't have anything to like really stop you. So you can't Heavy Storm because all you have is your Gate. Your Gate's giving you a next turn, yeah, but you want to make sure with a hand like this that your opponent doesn't have a lot of options after they're done. So if you know what you're playing against, you can go into something like a Negate, or if you don't know what you're playing against, you can go into something big like a Kali Yuga, which also plays the role of a Heavy Storm. Up to you. Another 3-card combo, ending you with 2 synchros, one of which is going to be a Negate, the other one's going to be an Omega, giving you a next turn. So, Gate is going to add you Lamia. You're going to need to open up a combination of these 2 cards because you need to send this, or you need to add this and send Necro Slime and or no. So you have to add Lamia. So you either need to open this and this, and either add one of these 2 cards and be able to send Necro Slime. So yeah, so Gate, we'll add Copernicus, Fusion right off the bat, using Lamia and Swirl Slime. To Ghengis, Swirl Slime effect, special summon Copernicus, Chainlink 1, Chainlink 2, target, send Necro Slime, then link into our Master King. Then we use these 2, Fusion Summon, okay, so actually this had to be over here. Sorry about that, y'all. From here, this has to be Summon Sources, because that's going to target this, to summon Vice Typhoon. From here, we are going to Synchro into a Siegfried. Then we are going to use Ghengis Typhoon to summon a Dark. Activate Lamia's effect. Put Gate into the grave. And then banish Lamia to Synchro for Omega. And that is giving you the next turn and a 1 Negate. Here's a less than ideal 3-card combo where you're opening both the Slimes and a Gate, and this is going to get you into, I guess, a half-ass double Negate or just the next turn pretty much. So what you're going to do is you are going to immediately activate your Gate. Gate is going to search you a Copernicus, which you are not going to immediately summon. You're going to activate these cards first to summon a Ghengis. Then you're going to use Swirl Slime's effect in grave, pitching to summon Copernicus, Chainlink 1 Ghengis, Chainlink 2 Copernicus, or vice versa. If you're trying to protect one of them, just make sure you chain block. So we're going to send Copernicus. Ghengis is going to target Necro Slime. I'm going to summon it. Then from here, you can go into this for Master King. Use Necro Slime's effect. Banishing both of these. Some Big Ghengis. Link Summon. Into Summon Sorceress. Summon Sorceress effect is going to target Ghengis to summon Typhoon. Big Ghengis is going to trigger, summoning a Lamia, and then you are going to Synchro Summon into either an Omega or you can go into a Siegfried. It's pretty much just what you're trying to do as far as like next turn. If you know you have next turn, which you technically do, you can just go into a double negate where you're ending in Siegfried for the negate on their turn, and then High King Ghengis for the negate on your turn as well. So a double spell and trap negate. All right, on to 3-card combos. It's gonna end you in a double negate. First, we're going to summon, of course, our Kepler. Kepler is going to add the gate like most combos start. Gate's going to add our Necro Slime, the last piece of this combo. Swirl Slime is going to activate in hand using these, or using this. Oh, no, sorry, you're not going to activate it yet. You're going to put Kepler here. Then you're going to activate these to summon Ghengis. Swirl Slime's effect, Engrave, is going to activate, special summoning a Lamia. Ghengis' effect is going to trigger to summon the Necro Slime. Then we're going to link summon these two away for a Wee Witch's Apprentice. Then you're going to sync into Alexander. Using Necro Slime's effect Engrave, we're going to go ahead and banish our Ghengis and Necro Slime to fuse into a Big Ghengis. That's going to trigger Alexander's effect to go into here. Then we're going to sync into Siegfried. High King Ghengis' effect is going to trigger because we summoned a DDD monster targeting Alexander. Then we are going to use Lamia's effect to get rid of the Ghengis, strangely enough. And then we are going to Synchro Summon into a Crystal Wing. So you do have a next turn in this case. You don't have to go into Omega because you have a gate and 2 other cards in hand. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You went +1. You also, I guess, have the potential of getting a Wee Witch's Apprentice, or either putting Wee Witch back to your deck if it gets destroyed by battle, or you can put Link Crevo back into your extra deck. Regardless, you have 2 negates and a next turn. So in this specific 4-card combo, it's kind of specific where you have to open these 4 cards so that you can have access to Copernicus, because obviously we didn't open our Kepler. So let's just hop right into this combo. Obviously we're activating our gate first. We didn't get our Kepler to search the gate, so we're going for the gate first to go ahead and search this. But we are not we're not summoning that right off the bat. We're actually going to activate these 2 in hand to special summon our first Ghengis. Then we are going to use Swirl Slime's effect so that we can trigger Ghengis off right off the bat to get Copernicus. Chain Link 1, Chain Link 2, target Lamia to special, and then Copernicus will send a Necro Slime. Then immediately link into Master King Archfiend. Then we are going to immediately go into these with your grave, activate Necro Slime using them for another Ghengis. Then activate your Ragnarok, synchro these 2 into an Alexander. Effect of Ragnarok, targeting the Ghengis, take 1,000. Special summon it. Doesn't really matter. Then your Alexander is going to trigger for your Lamia, special summon it. Then you're going to synchro a 7 once again. Meteor Burst effect, summon it. Effect to summon over here your Ghengis. Doesn't really matter where though, because you just need to make sure that you can go into Summon Sork. No effect on summon, so you're going to target this to go ahead and summon your Vice Typhoon. So right here, it kind of looks like you're stuck, but you can use Lamia's effect to pitch this to the grave, summon itself. Then you can go Vice Typhoon and Ghengis into our big Ghengis. From here, you just synchro into Siegfried. Trigger this to summon back Alexander. Then Xyz into Titanic. Now, like this is kind of a weird board because it only has 2 negates and no monster negates and 2 kind of weird cards that don't do anything. This is a cool battle phase effect, obviously, but its on summon effect is the most important one. This is cool because we are going to be able to, I guess if they for some reason get Siegfried off, we are going to be able to add any of our DD cards, summon it, we'll probably Lamia, and then synchro into a Siegfried, or not Siegfried, into an Omega or a Crystal Wing. So we've got plays, it's just that we have 2 weird monsters on board. This is a +2 because we have 1 card left in hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. With 2 negates, no, like I said, no monster negates, but like I said, we gotta work with what we got when we don't always open Kepler, because that's the card you want to see the most of. Alright, a 4-card combo here that ends you on negates, but is not the most ideal 4-card combo. But it is still good nonetheless. So, starting with Gate. Gate is going to get you Lamia. It's kind of weird opening Gate, especially when we open Kepler, but we have another contract to search, which is alright. So a normal Kepler effect to search. We're going to search Witch this time. So Witch is another interruption. And if you don't have the extra card in hand to pitch so that you can have spot removal, you can search Swamp King for the next turn because this combo is not really going to be able to utilize it effectively. However, I think Witch is probably the best choice because even if you don't have a card to pitch so you can spot remove, you are going to be able to boost your Fiend type monsters up by 1,000 on your opponent's turn. So that's why we're adding Witch. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and link into a Linkuriboh. From here, we are going to use Lamia and Swirl Slime to fuse for Ghengis. Then we are going to use Swirl Slime's effect Engrave, Banish, to summon the Copernicus. Now, we had to open Lamia because we need to be able to target and summon Lamia right now. So it's going to be Chainlink 1 Copernicus, Chainlink 2 Ghengis, or if you're really worried about protection there, might want to Chainlink 1 this, Chainlink 2. So we'll just say, theoretically, we're trying to save Ghengis. So Chainlink 1, Chainlink 2, send your Necro Slime, target Lamia with Ghengis, summon it. Then we're going to take these 2 cards, put them away for a Link summon of Witch's Apprentice. Then we're going to go ahead and take these 2 into Alexander. Effect of Necro Slime and Engrave to use itself in Ghengis. Summon High King Ghengis, effect of Alexander, summon Lamia. Go into Siegfried, effect of Ghengis, target Alexander. Then we're going to use Lamia, pitch this, summon itself, and then go into our final negate. Now, since we do have a next turn with Dark Contract with the gate, we can effectively end in this board. If we didn't have this, we probably have to end in Omega so we can guarantee ourselves the next turn. You can still end in a Omega Siegfried. You can't end in Crystal Wing Omega because you need to be able to trigger the High King Ghengis, and in order to do that, you have to summon Siegfried after you summon it. So that is why this is the board we are going to make. This can be the Omega, and then we have one more interruption here. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1 card in hand. Pretty much have to hope that that is a spare DDD card that we can use. Otherwise, this doesn't get as much value. All right, here's a 4-card combo. This is going to use Necro Slime, both the slimes actually, Kepler, and Lamia, and this is going to be that triple negate that we all love so much that DDDs can pump out. So, obviously, first thing is first. We're going Kepler into the gate into the Ragnarok. Nothing new here, folks. Then we are going to go ahead and not activate these yet. We're going to Kepler into Linkuriboh. Then we're going to activate these. Summon your Ghengis. You're going to activate Swirl Slime Engrave, banish it to summon a Lamia. No effect of Ghengis. Then we're going to activate Ragnarok in the scale, Synchro for an Alexander. Effect of Ragnarok, target the Ghengis to summon, pay 1,000. Alexander will trigger to summon Lamia. From here, into Siegfried, effect of Ghengis, target our Lamia. And we're going to do something weird. Go into Weird Witch's Apprentice. Then Synchro for Odd Eyes Meteor Burst. Effect, triggering, getting out Ragnarok. Effect of Ragnarok, targeting Siegfried. Then we're going to use Necro Slime, Ghengis, the little Ghengis, to make Big Poppy Ghengis. Then we are going to use Lamia's effect. This is going to be weird again, tributing Siegfried because we need the Monster Zone, to trigger Ghengis to special attack. So I guess you could have just chose Alexander for the first target for when Ragnarok summoned it, but in the end it didn't matter. You were going to end with Siegfried anyways. From here, pretty self-explanatory. Alright, so we can't do that yet. I'm tripping. So all this, all this happens with here. Alright. So yeah, there is the one of the 4-card combos ending on a triple negate board. This is unfortunately only a +1 though, because we have the 4 cards in hand that we use. So we have 1 left, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's only a +1, but it's going to be a -3 negate unless they can out the board immediately, which is rough. This is the end of the combo video. I really appreciate y'all watching. There is a lot of information in this video, so if I did make any mistakes, let me know down in the comment section below. This video took a very long time, so let me know if there was anything that you think I could improve. When I do long videos like this, I really like to hear some of the feedback that I can get as far as improvement or maybe even more combos that I didn't see, because DDDs have such a broad range of combos that they can do. There's different extract monsters that you can utilize to make some cool boards. So let me know down in the comment section below if there's anything I can change, anything that I like, or if there are any combos that I missed. Appreciate y'all watching, y'all. This is Alex from +3 TCG, signing out.